Alrighty, guys, what's up? Welcome back to American Reacts. We are looking at a reaction suggested to us from Discord by Jamar. Jamar, thank you very much for the suggestion. These are all the amazing Australian trucks and SUVs we can buy in America. And we're talking about Australian trucks and SUVs. So this is really, really exciting. This is from TFL Off-Road. This will be linked in the description down below. TFL is a big network here that has different channels based on different interests, and I really like them. I've watched them a lot in the past, but I've not seen this particular video, so I'm very much looking forward to it. You know, I'm a big off-roading guy. I love trucks. I love SUVs. I'm going to be drooling over these. I know I will. You guys have the best selection, in my opinion. So here we go. Let's learn about them.
Hey guys, this is Andre coming to you straight from Noosa Heads, Queensland,
Nice.
Australia. And
I didn't know they went there. Lucky. I'm on my way. I gotta go there. Gotta go there ASAP, man.
I'm here and basically in truckers' paradise. And I just wanted to give you a quick walk around and show you some of the vehicles here, but also show you some images and video clips of the pickup trucks I saw here just around town. Actually, all of the trucks I'm
Look
about
at
to
this.
show
Whoa, okay. First of all, a lot of these are going to be really interesting. Expect me to pause this a lot, guys, okay? Because some of them I'll be drooling over and some of them I'll just find kind of interesting. Like this. Look at this. We have a Holden logo and it says Colorado. It does. It's a Holden Colorado. I was not aware that they had a Holden Colorado there. I'm sure you know that we have the Chevy Colorado here. So that's pretty funny. These guys, by the way, TFL, they are from Boulder, Colorado. So I'm sure they got a kick out of that. Really cool. It looks almost identical to the Chevy Colorado. It's got a little more decorated features, though, like this whole, this bar, this orange body color bar in the back. Looks like it has a tonneau cover. Almost, I see lines right here, if you see where my mouse cursor is. Kind of like a Ram box, what we have on the Ram trucks here, like a little, I don't know if that opens up or what that would be for if it doesn't open up. But yeah, looks a little bit different, but it's definitely similar.
you are forbidden fruit.
Ooh,
They're
look
not
at this.
available for sale in the United States.
Okay, Volkswagen Amarok, I've heard of. I know someone in the U.S. that has one of these. No, they don't sell them here. So it's a secret how they got it here. But yeah, they're pretty cool. This thing is wicked looking. I can't tell what the nameplate is, but I know it's a Mitsubishi, obviously. Very interesting as well. Really short bed. Really kind of circular, right? Interesting design.
For sale in the United States. And I'm going to start with Toyota. Toyota is the most popular manufacturer in terms of sales in Australia. And one of the most popular vehicles here is the Toyota Hilux Ute. Basically a mid-size pickup truck that's loosely related to the Toyota Tacoma that's available stateside. Most of the trucks I saw were powered by a 2.8-liter turbo diesel 4-cylinder. When you convert the power ratings from kilowatts and newton meters, it approximately puts out 176 horsepower and up to 332 pound-feet of torque.
A lot of torque.
But there is a forbidden fruit that is...
As cool as the Hilux is, look at this beauty. You guys are probably like, what? I have one of these. What? I see these every day. Dude, you are never going to see this in America. This is so wild. I love how these, for one, in my opinion, and I mean this in a good way, they have retro styling. This looks older than a 2020. To me, this looks like it's mid-90s or like something in the back. Like it's very retro looking in a good way. It looks very utilitarian, very tough, and I know these things are tough. They perform well. These are good for so many uses. Oh my God. If you knew how many Americans that do know about this, how bad they want this, and why the hell don't they have these in the United States, I have no idea. This is a badass truck. I know that.
Sweeter even than the Hilux, and I'm talking about the Land Cruiser 70. And there's several of them you can actually buy currently from a dealership. And it comes
Look at that.
in a
oh my God. Look at these freaking trims. That's so cool, dude. Look at the Workmate classic workhorse 4.5 liter V8 turbo diesel. Oh my God, it's so rugged and basic. I love it. Oh, I want that so bad. And then, of course, the Classic Plus. Look at that. That's the one we were just looking at. Perfect blend of, I think it has like a little bit of tech in it, but it's very utilitarian, very tough, very classic. And then look at the GXL. That's got some more goodies, I bet. Very rugged still, very retro, super, super cool. These are all tough. They can off-road, they can tow, they can work. Oh my God, these are awesome. Dude, you guys are hella lucky. I'm convinced, you guys, between the vehicles and between the amount of trails, the scenery, and the wide open spaces, I'm convinced you are in off-road paradise. 100% changed my mind.
Or chassis cab pickup truck version, also available as a 4-door, but also available as a full SUV body truck. And it's basically an old design with new technology sprinkled throughout it. So if you look at the interior, there's a modern design of the steering wheel,
that's what I
dashboard, and it has airbags. But under
this looks like a 30-year-old truck in a good way. I like old trucks. This looks like an old, rugged utility truck, but yet it's got some modern features. It's got the airbag, so it's really the best of both worlds. I'm just not a fan of how a lot of newer vehicles look. They just look like they're thrown together. They kind of look like crap. This has some soul to it, some purpose. Oh my God, this is freaking awesome, guys.
The hood of this beast is a 4.5-liter turbocharged diesel V8 engine.
What a beast.
And it also comes with a 5-speed manual transmission.
Oh my God.
You're basically getting old design with a little bit of a modern touch, but also a very
Look
tough
at that.
and capable off-roader.
America, why don't you have this?
Here's a quick look at one Land Cruiser I saw towing a trailer. Many trucks and SUVs around Noosa Heads were actually towing.
That's cool. Putting them to work and having fun.
Of course, not to be forgotten, Ford is a big player in Australia, and I saw dozens and dozens of Ford Rangers running around.
Yeah, we have those too.
Anything from an older crew cab.
But that is different because remember, we had a hiatus. We had like a 10-year gap where Rangers, for some reason, just stopped in the U.S. They do have them in Mexico. They had them the whole time. So, if you're down near the border, you can see Rangers.
And here's the thing. Manufacturers like Ford understand the need, and they're offering all of these accessories from the factory, including the snorkel.
Wow.
Naturally, in Australia,
Can't get that in the
Ranger
US.
truck lineup comes with a choice of turbo diesel engines. It starts with a 2.2-liter diesel with about 250 pound-feet of torque or thereabouts.
That's pretty good.
And then it goes to a 3.2-liter diesel, and this is the engine I saw in Australia the most in a Ford Ranger. And now this torque is around 350 pound-feet of torque.
Very strong.
Pretty much every truck I saw had a hitch, and the towing rating for most of these mid-sized trucks is actually 3,500.
Nissan Patrol he just showed, another awesome rig. I saw him in my Saudi Arabia off-roading videos, reactions. I saw them in some Australian videos. Nissan Patrols look like they are great workhorses as well. Very popular, very capable.
Kilograms. It converts to about 7,700 pounds.
That's pretty good.
And this is with a towing package with the most powerful engine configuration.
Very good considering these are mid-sized trucks.
But most noteworthy is the payload. Most of these utes, which are considered mid-size in the United States, have a payload of over 2,000 pounds.
Wow.
They could be half-ton trucks by the...
Yeah, 2,000 pounds payload on a smaller truck, because in the U.S., these are all mid-size. They're smaller trucks. They're not full-size, which you would consider half-ton and above. And don't even get into it with me with the measurements. The U.S. half-ton, three-quarter-ton, one-ton heavy-duty trucks, they're just weird. That rating system's out of date. It's out of style. They don't mean what they say. So that's just a whole nother ball game. But even a full-size half-ton, Ram 1500 or a Chevy Silverado kit usually has a payload of around 2,000 to 2,700 pounds, depending on how it's configured. But for these to be mid-size and have around a 2,000 pound payload for being a smaller truck is very impressive. Because older Rangers and stuff like that, older Tacomas from the early 2000s would have only had a payload of around maybe 800, 1,200 pounds, something like that. So 2,000 is very strong for a truck that size. Again, very impressive. Shows what these things can do.
The American standard. Some of the other trucks I saw were the Mazda BT50.
Pretty cool.
The VW Amarok and the Mitsubishi Triton trucks.
Wow.
And these are from used trucks all the way to brand new vehicles as well.
Very interesting design on that Mazda.
We do not get in the United States.
Can't get
Hence
that one.
The forbidden fruit. I really wanted to spend more time checking out some of these trucks, including, of course, the Ford Ranger Raptor.
Yeah.
I just didn't have enough time on this particular trip.
Of course. Look at that awesome Ford Raptor in the Ranger form. Really, really cool. Of course, we have the Ford F-150 Raptor in the United States, but we do not have a Ford Ranger Raptor. We do not have a Ford Ranger Wildtrak. I don't think there's a dedicated off-road version other than some little mild off-road package like an FX4 package that is nothing like these. So you guys win with the Ranger again.
I'm originally from Russia, and I remember seeing back in the 90s many different Nissan Patrol and Land Cruiser vehicles in and around Moscow. And I was really happy to see some of those vehicles also in Australia. And I'm talking about 90s and 2000s era Nissan Patrols.
That's cool.
That are always beefed up. And they either have a straight six gas engine. Some of them are also powered by diesels. And a lot of Land Cruisers, including Prado, and regular full-size Land Cruiser as well. And a lot of them actually have towing mirrors in addition to all the other equipment for off-roading. So a lot of them are actually towing camping trailers, and everything is really safety-oriented with large towing mirrors and proper trailer setups. This is a Land Cruiser Prado. It's a Toyota. It's an older one. And a lot of the trucks you see here in Australia are actually diesel powered.
That's really cool.
And I imagine this one has a diesel under its hood as well. But here I just wanted to show you a mod that's basically on most pickup trucks, SUVs, or
see a lot of that over there,
as they call trucks here, utes. It's basically a brush guard, cow bar, cow catcher, and a lot of them are very beefy, and a lot of them because are attached to their trucks because of necessity, because there's a lot of wildlife here, and basically most roads here are dirt. In fact, half of the roads in Australia overall are dirt and gravel roads.
Wow.
So if you're going into the wilderness,
you need
to protect the front of your truck. And in this case, it's a brush guard.
Really cool.
After seeing all of these trucks,
look at even the Jeeps. Jeep Cherokee, obviously Jeep Grand Cherokee. We have plenty of those in America. America loves Jeeps. But even so, got the awesome tires, the all-terrain TAs, the snorkel, a lot more snorkels, a lot more over there. I mean, it looks like 8 out of 10 off-road rigs have snorkels over there, and if you're lucky to see 1 out of 10 off-road rigs here in the States that have snorkels. Really, really cool touch. And look at the Aussie license plate on the American Jeep. Really cool for me to see, really random.
Noticed a pattern as far as modifications are concerned. Just take a look at this older Grand Cherokee. By the way, I did not see too many Jeeps in Queensland.
That's shocking.
But a snorkel
Jeeps are
is
good,
not
in my
just
opinion.
for water crossings, it's also to help with dust. Since a lot of the roads are gravel or dirt, a snorkel helps a lot with getting cleaner air in those conditions. Here's another common modification.
Ooh, there's a Pajero, Mitsubishi. I know what that is. Those are cool. We had those a long time ago in the U.S. I think they left in the early 90s. Again, saw them a lot on my Saudi Arabia off-roading reaction videos. What a capable machine. Those things are beasts. Look at this thing with, what do we got? Light bars, racks, basket up there. Of course, the snorkel, heavy-duty front bumper. Just, again, these builds are really, really awesome. Really well done.
And an awning. This is an older Mitsubishi Pajero, also known as a Montero in the United States.
Yeah, that's right. We did have a
Here's
Montero.
another Pajero I noticed, and this is a rare thing. It's completely stock. Just take a look at that. I just wish we still had Mitsubishi Monteros available in the U.S.
Yeah, they're hard
Here's
to find.
Here's a Hyundai Santa Fe. Yes, we do get this car in the U.S.
Yeah, we have the Hyundai Santa Fe, promptly named after Santa Fe, New Mexico. Those, I would never think of an off-road rig, I'll be honest. I've never seen one done up at all like an off-road rig. They're basically mom commuters, in the U.S., but I like the out-of-the-box thinking. I suppose if it's all-wheel drive, with some tasteful mods, it could be done. I mean, even not as a hardcore off-roader, if this guy's going in the Outback and just going on some dirt roads, this will do the trick. with some modifications for lighting and, of course, protection in the front. Why not? Kind of cool, kind of different.
But not what's under the hood of this particular one. This is a diesel-powered Santa Fe.
There you go. It's a diesel.
And of course, it has a brush guard on the front.
Our Santa Fe's
Here's
are all
another
gassers.
crossover that's disappeared from the United States. This Suzuki Vitara is showcasing, of course, an additional off-road light up front and an awning. It gets really hot in Australia in the summer, so any shade you can get is a good thing.
Yeah.
Switching gears for just a second, check out this VW Transporter camper van that slammed to the ground. But of course, it has an awning, and it is a 4Motion all-wheel drive van.
Oh, wow.
No, I did not forget about Nissan. I actually saw a lot of Navara trucks.
Yeah.
Of course, they're called Frontier in the US. But here is a mildly modified newer Navara, and I think this is what the next Frontier may look like, at least remotely in the US.
Yeah.
But this truck's sporting a off-road light bar in the front, a little bit of a lift, and of course a sports bar in the back.
I do like Nissan
How about
Frontiers.
General
They're
Motors?
decent.
Well, the Chevy Colorado is actually a Holden Colorado in Australia, and here's a Z71 4x4 truck.
Very cool that you guys also use the Z71 moniker on your off-road version of the truck. So we use that as well on Colorados and Silverados, GMC Sierras, GMC Canyons, things of that nature. The Z71, if you ever saw my channel in the past or in some of the videos with Pedro, my red truck, my 95 Chevy, is a Z71. It's a really early Z71. That was one of the first ones I ever had here. Great trucks. Love them.
I noticed, and it has a very unique rear sports bar / spoiler setup with a tonneau cover. Very neat looking truck, but mostly stock. Enough with 4-wheel drive trucks.
And we all know these now. These are the best. These aren't major off-roaders, of course not, but look at this thing. Totally muscular ute, car truck, whatever you want to call it. These are awesome. Again, you guys know that Americans are jealous of this. Super, super cool. An everyday thing in Oz, but totally unheard of in the U.S. Really, really cool, the car-based utes.
How about the real Australian utes? Well, here's a Holden Youth SV6.
See, we got a tow hitch.
I didn't see too many of these, but of course they are there. These are basically the sport trucks of Australia. This happens to be a 6-cylinder, but it's sporting a hitch and it's ready to tow. It's got a tonneau cover, it's got a sports bar, and here you go. Here's another one on dubs.
Oh, there you go.
How cool is that? High-performance utes, of course, are a big thing in Australia as well. And switching gears to the end, here's another look at a tray utility bed. Here's another very common sight here in Australia.
Yeah.
Basically a tray bed.
The tradey trucks, right? You got flatbeds, you got trays. This one has a whole rack system. You can fit ladders and toolboxes and stuff. Very, very cool to see. Again, you do see trucks, utility trucks, a lot in the U.S., but they are usually always full-size trucks, not a mid-size truck like this. So it would be bigger, but of course would have different sort of utility attachments on the rear. But yeah, very interesting to see. Just a little bit different style than you would see commonly in the U.S.
On a pickup truck, and it can be for work or even for play with a little camper or maybe a tent or maybe a dog kennel in the back. I've seen it all in just about a couple days here. Really fun stuff. This, once again, is a Hilux 2.8 D4D, so this is one of the more modern ones. And I hope you enjoyed this little look into the trucks of Australia. I'm really excited. I haven't spent a lot of time here. I'm a little bit upset that I wasn't able to stay longer, but I really want to come back, and you can be sure I'll be back here.
That's awesome. I don't know who all went from TFL, maybe just Andre, but I'm very familiar with the channel. If you don't know, some IWrocker trivia. Big fan of those guys for years, and they've actually retweeted a video I did back in the day because I did a video kind of featuring one of their members, Nathan, their host, on a funny little parody video I did. So I do have a slight connection to them in the past. They're good guys, very fun channel. But it's very cool to see that at least Andre and whoever else got to go to Australia. A little bit jealous. That's awesome, guys. And someday I will make it there, and I will be drooling all over these trucks and utes as well, because Australia really is off-roading paradise. I truly believe that. So with that being said, guys, you got to let me know down below what you think. Do you think Australia is off-roading paradise? Where else? If it's not Australia, tell me where else. The U.S. has some good off-roading. Again, big area, tons of different biomes, different scenery, different land. But, you know, again, a little more populated, a little harder to say go way out in the absolute middle of nowhere and off-road like you could in Australia. So I think Australia overall wins on the whole off-roading. Between the land and, of course, the vehicle selection is way, way bigger. Tell me your favorite off-roading rig. Is there an American off-roading rig that you guys don't have that you are interested in, that you wish you could drive at least once? Tell me that as well. I'll tell you that any one of these are so different than I'm used to, but the one I would go for, sorry to say, guys, maybe it seems obvious, I don't know. The Toyota Land Cruiser, of course. Any of those Land Cruiser lines he showed on the trim level page, any of them would do for me. I would make it into a sweet off-road rig. Really, really cool, guys. So anyway, this video will be linked in the description. This is from TFL Off-Road. Remember that. Thank you again to you guys on Discord for the video suggestion. A like on this video. Let's boost this video up. I do appreciate it. The video will appreciate it. And of course, you can subscribe for more stuff like this. Tell me your video ideas related to this topic that you would like me to watch next down below or on the Discord. Check out the description for this original video as well. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, guys. Catch you later.